What's going on, YouTube? It's Andy the Parrot-Headed Picker, and welcome to another edition of Making Money Monday. This is volume 81. This is my eBay and short little Poshmark sales update video. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Man, it's been forever and a day since I've done one of these videos. I did do a little Poshmark sales update here a couple weeks ago. I think I shared a bunch of my sales I had during 1 week. I think it was around 450 some bucks, somewhere in there, that I sold over on Poshmark. I will put a little link. Here we go, right there. You guys can take and click on that if you want. If you guys want to see that video, if you sell on Poshmark, see some of the items I sell over there. If you haven't watched that video yet, there are a couple of BOLOs in there. Some things that I've sold over there. Some things I don't think I've even sold on eBay. I sell probably 99% of my clothing and that sort of stuff. I cross-post on both platforms. So anyway, guys, thanks to everybody who's reached out to me. I've been requesting these videos, been missing these sort of things. I've just been extremely busy as of late. But today we got about 3 inches of snow this morning and just got done basically shoveling the drive, snow blowing the drive, what have you. So if I'm breathing a little bit heavy, I just finished doing that. Enjoying a little bit of coffee right now. So anyway, guys, yeah, I think we'll have about 35 items from eBay I'll take and share with you guys, and then a couple on Poshmark. So anyway, let's jump into it. Here we go. All right. Up first, actually, this is one of my wife's finds. She goes thrifting with me on occasion. She's not really big into it, but she does go into the shops every once in a while. She happened to run across this. She pointed it out to me. This is a really nice LL Bean, just a fleece-lined women's quilted vest. I don't sell a lot of women's clothing, but like I said, occasionally she'll find something decent that I can flip for a decent price. So I think I picked this up for $3 and sold for $26.23. I did have it on sale for 20% off. You'll probably see that on a lot of stuff. I do pretty much run a 20% sale on the majority of my items. I just compensated, just playing the game on eBay. With all the glitches and everything else, so I'll take and run promotion sales, what have you, anything to help stimulate a little extra business and sales. But typically, I'm still getting the same amount of money. I'm just trying to manipulate eBay system a little bit. So if you see a lot of 20% offs, that's why. But yeah, this one for $26.23, so not a bad little return there. And I think this sold in just a couple days. Okay, this here is one of those ergonomic keyboards. This is a little Microsoft ergonomic keyboard. It's a little BOLO for y'all if you're not familiar with these. Keep an eye out for them. They do tend to do pretty decent. I got $37.10 for this, plus buyer paid shipping on top. I think I picked this up for $1 or $2. I believe I got this at a charity thrift. It was just tossed in a big giant box of keyboards. So yeah, nice little sale there. This here was an RA item. I've been dabbling a little bit more with retail arbitrage. This is one I didn't send into Amazon. I do a little bit on Amazon. I know you guys hear me talk about it once in a while. This is one I just didn't take and send into there, but this is just some spa wax, body honey. Oh, I know why I didn't send this in. They changed the packaging. So this packaging didn't match up with the ones on Amazon. So I ended up selling it here over on eBay for $17.43. And I was only into this for like $1 or $2. I got a great deal on that. It's a really nice tie. It's a really nice Chicago Cubs necktie. If you guys recognize this pattern, it's because this is a Rain Spooner. Yeah, Rain Spooner. I didn't even know Rain Spooner made neckties, but man, you guys keep an eye out for Rain Spooner stuff. I haven't seen a shirt out in the wild in probably 2 years, so I was really ecstatic to find a necktie. And the Cubbies, even though they're seasoned pretty well, just went in the toilet this year. Their stuff they have such a huge following. Their stuff always sells well. So yeah, really happy with that sale. And I was only into this tie for $1. This went for $41.49, and so I had 20% off on that too. So I was originally asking about 50 some bucks for this tie, but yeah, and that shipped in a little 6x9, one of them little eBay poly mailers that you get with or bubble mailers that you get with your eBay bucks. This here's a really nice pair of Nike Air Max. Man, I love picking up the Nike Air Max. Nike Air Max and Nike Shox are probably two of my favorite Nikes to pick up. They both sell like super quick, and you usually get pretty decent money out of both. These went for $55.91. I had them 20% off as well. Had them originally listed for 69 bucks. And the buyer paid shipping. I always charge shipping for shoes. Most of my first class stuff I do free shipping, but shoes typically always I do charge shipping, in case you guys are wondering. But yeah, really nice pair of shoes. I think it was into these for $3. It's right about in the area where I pay for shoes. I don't think I've ever paid over $10 for a pair of shoes unless it was like a pair of boots or something I was going to get over $100 out of. But typically, I like to be in that $3 to $5 range for most shoes that are going to be in that 30-ish dollar, range. That's just my kind of my little business model or whatever that I use for doing shoes. Yeah, this here. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I shared this over on Instagram a few days ago. This is a monster home run item here. I picked this up at a garage sale this summer. I held out for some pretty big money on this. I know it says sold $231.99. I actually took a best offer of $220 or $225 for this video game. This is a PlayStation 1 original game. It's called Kelowna. Dorda Phantomile or something like that. It's an extremely rare game. I paid $1 for this, like I said, at a garage sale. I got a lot of lowball offers, 150, 160, range. And I just kind of just let it ride. It would probably took about 6-8 weeks to sell, which I'm totally fine holding out 6-8 weeks to get this kind of return. But yeah, definitely a major BOLO to keep an eye out for. If you guys are out buying video games, a lot of you guys that buy video games know about this, but if you don't, major one to keep an eye out for. Yeah, this was a huge home run. Like I said, I was only into this for $1, and this one sold for about $220. So if you don't follow me over on Instagram and would like to, if you're on Instagram, I'll put my thing down below. It's also in the description, but it's Pearhead_picker. So I share all kinds of goofy stuff over there. So, but I do have some of my sales, because I haven't been doing these sales updates quite as often as I would like. This one here, I've featured these in 2 or 3 little sales updates, but I haven't sold one of these in a while because I haven't actually run across one. Tanya Thrifty Treasures, if you guys don't know her or you do know her, she turned me on to these. Now I pick them up all the time whenever I see them because I usually get them for 50 cents or a quarter. These are little Dammit dolls, and they ship like for $2.75 because they only weigh just under 4 ounces. So, I know I'm only into this for about $3, so it's an easy $10 profit. But yeah, these are just these little Dammit stress dolls. And I think I actually use stress relief in the description. This one actually had the tags. It really doesn't matter whether they have tags or not. They're still going to sell right about that $12, $13 range with free shipping. So, and they all have just crazy patterns. They're ugly as sin. But and they get the little phrase on there or whatever, but like I said, just a little stress relief doll, just a nice little bolo. Keep an eye out. I mean, you're not gonna be able to quit your day job by any means by selling a whole bunch of these, but it is something that does sell, and they usually sell pretty quick. Been selling a lot of flannels. Been trying to get a lot of those up and listed lately. Obviously, yeah, I was out doing snow. Blowing my driveway this morning. The snow is coming, so it is definitely getting a little cooler. I live here in Illinois, so it's flannel season. But yeah, this really nice Duluth Trading 2XL flannel shirt. I would have kept this for myself, but since I'm 6'5" and I'm a little bit bigger, I tend to wear these in the 2X talls. So yeah, if you guys got any Duluth Trading 2X tall flannels in your store, hit me up. I might be interested in, or you guys can make me a deal. So I'm always looking for those. I love the Duluth 2X, or I just love the Duluth flannels. They're really nice. All right. This is just regular North Face quarter zip pullover. I've been trying to get a lot of these more heavier weight winter type items up now. Like I said, with winter coming, it's North Face. It's nothing crazy. I got 26 or 23.19 free ship out of that, and just a little bread and butter item. This here's a little Rock Revival hat. Yeah, I think it was new. Yeah, it does have the tag. It was new with tags. And I think I got around $15 for this hat. If this is a little older listing, you can tell where I'm actually using my brick background instead of just the white backgrounds. But yeah, I think I got around $15 for this hat, just basic Rock Revival hat. When I picked it up, I didn't realize that there were tons of them out there. So I ended up taking a little bit less for it. But I'm just one of them guys that kind of tend to hold out for a little bit more money. With having a full-time job and what have you, and doing this on the side, I can afford to do that. This here's a really nice Nike Thermofit, just hoodie. This one for $26.39 plus bar paid shipping on top. I was able to cram this in a padded bubble mailer, so really nice sale. And I think this sold in a day or two, so it was really a really quick sale. It's basically still fall, in my opinion. So orange always does well during fall. There's another hat. This is Minnesota Vikings fitted hat. It's what a Reebok. I think this is a Reebok hat. Yeah, Reebok's not even an official sponsor of NFL anymore. But yeah, just nice Reebok hat. This one for 23.45, free ship. All my hats, they ship in a box, usually that somewhere between 7 to 11 ounce rate, depending on the size of the box I use. Hats like this usually go in the eBay uh, 8x6x4 boxes. In the flat bills, I usually use the 10x8x6 boxes. So hats fit in there really nice. There's another flannel shirt, just a nice Carhartt heavyweight flannel shirt. Guy left me feedback on this one, I believe, so he was super happy with this, or might have just sent me a personal message. But yes, one for $19.99. Shipping on top, went in a padded bubble mailer, and man, it was tough getting this because, like I said, this is a big shirt. Yeah, getting it jammed in there, it was a trick, but we got her in there and got her out the door. So nice sale there. This is a really good brand. Team Hoy. It's an archery type of brand. It's kind of like a higher end archery type of thing. But this one for 1991, free ship. I think I've listed a couple other Hoyt items, but Hoyt stuff tends to do pretty well, especially if you can find equipment. You know, bows and that sort of stuff. This stuff does really, really well. And I think that hat sold in 1 or 2 days. It's another tie, nothing crazy, just regular Chicago Bulls tie. As I mentioned, I live in Illinois, so this sort of stuff tends to pop up pretty frequently. It's 16, 14, so nothing crazy on a dollar pickup. It was new with tags. It was new old stock. Just a basic Under Armour sleeveless shirt. I actually got this for myself until I realized it was fitted, and I knew after I realized it was fitted, I was like, this thing is not going to fit me, so I just threw it up on eBay. This one for 16, 14 free ship. This is a really good brand, RVCA. And then there'll be another one. There'll be another item coming up here. Two brands that I've been picking up a little more frequently, and they tend to do pretty well. But this one here is RVCA. I actually got this at my local Goodwill. It was new at tags. It was only $1, which I was really surprised because most of the hats at my local Goodwill now are running about $2.99 a piece to $4.99. In most of the Goodwills around me, even Salvation Armies now, it's getting pretty tough to pick up a hat for under $5. But you know, a lot of times I'll just wait them out until they go to half price because they're going to sit there for that. A lot of people, especially resellers, and we're the ones probably picking up the majority of these hats. We're not going to pay $5 for a hat, but you know, I mean, I'll spend up to $2 normally, depending on what it is. This one for $25.60. I had it 20% off, free ship. And this sold in a day or two of me listing it. So just a nice camouflage hat. That's what the patch looks like there, guys. It's RVCA. Another hat. You guys are going to notice I sold quite a few hats over the past 10 days. I love selling hats, especially older vintage hats and what have you. I make quite a bit of money on them, and just the ROI on them is incredible. This is a really awesome Ping golf hat. This is a vintage hat, and if you look on the inside of it, it's like got like a terry cloth headband and what have you. Just a really, really neat hat. It's made in the USA, which is awesome. But nice, bright, loud colors. Yeah, I got $47.91 out of this hat, and I was into this for $1. I had it on sale for 20% off. That was the price I got with the 20% off, and it's free shipping. So awesome hat there. Just a basic Ralph Lauren jacket, XX. Just one of them basic coats, nothing crazy. I got $27.99 out of that, plus buyer paid shipping on top. There's a couple video games. I think I was kind of cleaning up some stuff down here. Noticed I had a couple games that I didn't have up and listed, so I just threw them up together. And I ended up getting $20.63 for those. Just Donkey Kong and Dr. Mario for the Game Boy. So not bad. Just basic Under Armour. Hoodie, $27.99, 20% off, plus buyer paid shipping on top of that. So not too bad. You know, getting that out of a hoodie. You know, notice I've been just doing, like I said, a lot of jackets and heavier weight items with winter coming. I've been really focusing on getting all those sort of things up right now. Let's see what we got next. This here's a Sir Pendleton. I probably shouldn't have put this one 20% off, but it's still, I guess, pretty good money. I got $38.79 out of this shirt. The shirt probably should have went for about $45. I had it listed at $48.49. If I would have waited probably a couple more weeks, I probably would have got that. But on the other side, I actually found this at a garage sale over the summer. It was sitting in my pile of stuff when I started going through flannels, and I noticed I had this Sir Pendleton over there. I paid $1 for this at a garage sale. It was like brand new. Um, I was shocked one just to even find this at a garage sale. I try not during garage sale season. I really try not to buy clothes, but when you see Sir Pendleton, especially the Sir Pendleton, that's what. If you guys are not familiar with these, this is what designates the Sir Pendleton from the regular. It'll actually have a tag that says Sir Pendleton on it. So really nice, 100% wool shirt, just nice flannel. And I kind of like to do this a lot of times with some of my clothing and stuff like this. I'll put a photo, like a swatch type of photo, so they can get a really good idea of what they're buying. This here's another awesome hat sale. Yeah, you guys notice I made quite a bit of money on hats over the past week here or whatever. This here's I shared this on Instagram as well. Sold this a couple days ago. This was a Ralph Lauren, just a vintage Ralph Lauren from 2011. Brazil is like a racing type of hat. I'll show you a couple pictures here. They're really nice. It did have tags on it, which I was really surprised. I got this at a garage sale for $1. And I believe I took a best offer of $80 for this hat. So I'd have to double check on my Instagram, but I'm sure it was, I believe it was $80 for this. Like I said, I was into it for $1. Yeah, another awesome hat sale. So really happy with that one. Another hat, like I said, I'm usually in these hats for no more than $2. Just ROI on them for me is just is amazing. Just a nice Denver Broncos hat. I think this was a Reebok hat as well. This one for $23.69. Free ship. This here was from a DVD lot. I bought a bunch of obscure type of DVDs this summer. I don't do a lot of DVDs, but like when I don't recognize the names, actors, faces, that sort of stuff, those are the ones that I'll tend to look up. Lady had a whole box of just obscure stuff, so I ended up buying a whole bunch of her movies. This was one of the last few that I actually have left. Somebody sent me a message the other day, and this went for $15.58. This is called From the Land of the Moon. I have no idea what this is or what have you, but yeah, somebody wanted it, so I was happy to sell it to them. Okay, here's the other brand. Let's talk about RVCA earlier. Here's another brand that is really, I think, taken off in my opinion. And I was just watching Greg the Valet Picker. Big shout out to Greg. If you guys don't know him or don't follow his channel, he's a really big clothing seller. He sells all kinds of stuff, kind of like what I do. But his main focus is clothing. He just touched on this brand as well, and I think one of his last videos. But anyway, yeah, this here's Lifted Research Group. It's LRG. Just like a really nice track jacket. Picked this up for, I believe, $3, $3 or $4. And I think I got this at my local Goodwill. No, I got this. Ooh, I got this at a mom and pop charity thrift for $2. Now I remember correctly. The only reason I found it is somebody had picked it up off a rack. I was across the room. They held it up to show their spouse, and she was like, "You would look stupid wearing that." So I knew they weren't resellers, and I zoned in on it like a hawk. As soon as he put it down, and I swooped in and picked this thing up. So this is a really nice jacket. I got $31.99 plus a buyer paid shipping on top out of that, and this thing sold in a couple days. Yeah, just had a really nice detailed zipper. It was all kind of that heavy embroidery and stuff like that, but just a really nice jacket. So Lifted Research Group's another great brand to keep an eye out for. So here's just basic Lucky long sleeve t-shirt, nothing crazy. You guys are all probably familiar with Lucky brand, but I got $18.76 out of that. Free ship. These here a pair of Echoes. These are the Biome like racers. It's like a running like an athletic running training shoe. These sold just a couple days. I got $39.11 for these, plus buyer paid shipping on top. So really nice pair of shoes there. I don't do, I pick up Echoes from time to time, but they got to be like a little unique and different. And these here were like brand new, so I couldn't pass those up. And I think I was into those for $3 or $4. Sold this vintage Epcot mug. No, this is I got another Disney mug. Somebody was after I might have sold, and I don't think I have it in here. Was still had the price tag on it, and it was from Japan. But anyway, this is just a regular Epcot. Just ceramic mug. I don't do a lot of mugs, but every once in a while, if there's something oddball, I will pick it up. This one for $13.14 plus buyer paid shipping on top, so not too crazy. This here is one of those these are one of those big box CD-ROM type games for PC. This was like for a Windows 95 PC. It's Armored Fist. This went for 24.18, so pretty good deal there. And this was actually still sealed. And I did pull it out to show that the contents were still sealed. So I thought that was really odd to find a game like this in still in sealed condition. So. And last but not least, these here are just a nice pair of women's Brooks Adrenaline. Brooks always do well. Got 39.91 out of those, plus bar paid shipping on top. So really happy with that sale. So anyway, guys, yeah, I think there was about 35 sales um, from about the last 10 days. I'll share a couple of my Poshmark sales that I've had over the past week as well. For those of you guys who sell on Poshmark, you guys get an idea of some of those. All right, guys, we're over here on my Poshmark. I think I got about 5 sales I'll take and share with you guys. I think this is what, October 28th, maybe 2-3 days into, October 28th. I can't remember where I left off on that last sales update I did. That was just a Poshmark one, but I know this one here sold after I did that video. Yeah, this one here is a really nice Columbia men's Chicago Bears winter coat. Really nice. It just had, big patch on it, what have you. It was Columbia. I don't typically pick up Columbia stuff, but I got this for $15 at my local Goodwill. The day I seen it, I kind of looked at it and I was like, you know what? I came home, I toyed around with it, and I ended up going back the next day. It was still there, and I ended up scooping it up, and I think it sold over here on Poshmark in like 2 days. So I was really happy, really nice return on investment there. I was kind of surprised it sold as quick as it did, but like I said, winter's coming. It is football season. It's Columbia. Columbia has a big following, especially for their winter stuff and what have you. So it did still have a lot going on for it. So I scooped that up. Got a really nice return on that. I think I shared this on my Instagram as well. Like I said, it's just a really nice coat. I do like selling coats. Typically, the return on those is a lot better than obviously shirts. This here's a really nice LLB, and this is one of them quilted fleece flannel shirts. So it's really heavy shirt. See if I can kind of take a picture of the inside there. So it's like the fleece line flannel like work type shirts. I got 45 bucks out of that. I was into this for, I believe, $4. So really nice. I think I just listed another one of these the other day, and I think it was a large as well. So actually, it's a little nicer. I think it might be green and beige, something like that. But yeah, these typically do pretty well this time of year. Nice spring, fall, winter type item. This one here, this is a really nice Harley Davidson. This is a vintage sleeveless shirt. It was definitely sun faded. You can kind of tell, from the photos and stuff like that. But this is, is a really, really nice item. I got 49 bucks out of this. Plus, they paid the shipping on top and the sales tag, so they were probably into this for about 60 some bucks. And this was, I believe, from 2007. 2007. If you guys, not real familiar with Harley stuff. Most all the Harley items all have this number right here, this like 9906 dash whatever, and it'll always have a V, some sort of number in there. That's basically the item number right there. You can take and look that up so you can actually see what the exact item is that you're selling. This is on almost everything that they sell except for t-shirts. And some of the t-shirts do have it, the newer ones do. But almost everything, this tag will be somewhere on the item, whether it's, parts, gloves, boots, shoes, whatever. That item will be on anything, especially like the garage type shirts. It's usually on all those, and then typically it'll have the date on there. So this is a nice vintage piece from 2007. This sold in just a couple days. One of the things, a little tip I'll give you guys. I was talking with my buddy Cameron over at Flashback Finds. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with his channel. It's really taken off and blowing up now. But Cameron's a great guy. I talked to him quite a bit. We were talking about Harley stuff the other day, and I was telling him, I said, a little tip for you. On older stuff, and if it is sun faded and what have you, a lot of people that buy this stuff, they don't want to look like a poser. They want to, look like, they've had stuff, maybe they've been riding a while or whatever. So items are sun faded, look a little worn. A lot of people don't care, especially on the Harley type stuff. So I will use a phrase, and you can see it right down here in parentheses. I just put shirt has some fading from being in the wind. You know what I mean? It means this thing has been out. It's been worn a little bit. You know, the guy, whoever owned this, was somebody who rode a little bit. And you know what? I think that helps sell the item. Typically, in any of my items I've ever wrote, shirt has been in the wind or item has been in the wind. Those things tend to sell super quick for me for whatever reason. It's just my experience. You know, if any of you guys have been following me for any length of time, you guys know I do sell a lot of Harley stuff, and I'm pretty good with most of the Harley items and what have you on just, kind of knowing, what tends to move and what's going to sit. But yeah, great little item here. I love finding these sleeveless shirts. These do awesome, and I love like the heavier canvas like type of garage type shirts. They do just awesome. But anyway, moving on. This is just a regular grasshopper lawnmower, one of them old zero-turn type lawnmowers. Found this, I think, at my local Goodwill. I picked this up for $1. Got this, yeah, I think it was either there or garage sale. This sold for 25 bucks. Really nice sale there. And then this one here, this is a 98 Chicago Bulls starter hat. This one for 25 bucks. It does have the tags on it. It's vintage. The guy that bought this actually lives in Chicago. I'm not 100% sure, but he kept messaging me saying he needed it for a video he was doing. Kept going on and on about a music video, so I don't know exactly. I mean, I did get the gentleman's name. I did not recognize it. It could be someone that's, on the scene and slowly coming up. But yeah, I was really kind of curious how he was going to use this hat, because he really needed it right away. Kept messaging me about how soon it was going to get out and what have you. So I thought that was kind of interesting that he picked this item to be in a video. So I hope he enjoyed that. Oh yeah, he did actually write me back when he received it. He was super happy to end up showing up a day ahead of time. So he was going to make his deadline for his video. So he was really worried about that. But anyway, guys, let's see. I got one more item here. Okay, in that last video, that Poshmark video I put up, I shared a really nice BOLO in there. It was a set of shoe trees. Here's another little set of shoe trees. These here are just a set of Nordstrom shoe trees, nothing crazy. But I got 15 bucks out of those. Nothing. I was into these for $1. But the ones that I sold previously, I think I got around 35 bucks for. So, if you guys run into these shoe trees out and about, take and look them up. Some of these can go for some extremely good money, especially if you find like John Lobb. There's a couple others that are, really big ones out there that they go for some ridiculous money. So these shoe trees could be a big BOLO for you all. These here, obviously not, but the other ones I sold, those went for, like I said, some pretty good money. I think they went for around 35 bucks. But anyway, let me take and zoom out. All right, guys. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, it's been forever since I've done one of these. I really miss doing them, but since it was snowing and what have you, I had a little bit of free time today. Pretty much stuck in the house. I'm not going out sourcing. I do got a lot of listing to get done. I took a lot of photos yesterday and what have you, so I want to take and make sure I get all that going and what have you. So, but anyway, guys, like I said, if you guys like this, I really appreciate it. If you guys give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down, I'm cool with that too. If you guys got any questions or comments for me, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'm always happy to answer those. You guys can reach out to me on Instagram at @pairhead_picker. If you got any questions for me, you guys want to follow me over there. All my contact information is down below. I think there's a link to my Poshmark store down below as well. And I also have Amazon affiliate links for all the items I use: backdrops, boxes, bags, lighting, pretty much anything I use for my business. My label printer, labels, all that sort of stuff is all available down below if you guys want to click on those. I don't make a lot of money off that, but every little bit I do make does go to help support the channel. So anyway, that all being said, that's going to do it. That's my time. Thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, fins up. Bye-bye, everybody.